Good morning, everybody in Imam Shafi Schools. Good morning, my students in grade 1. How are you today? I hope you are fine. First of all, I should advise you to stay at home these days and follow the instructions to get rid of this virus. And don't forget to pray for Allah. Okay? Well, first of all, today we will start our remote classrooms. We will start from Module 3. Yes, Module 3. Please open your student's book, page 33. Yes, page 33. Who can read the title of Module 3? Yes, the title of Module 3. Yes, very good. Good job. Yes, good job. Look at the cover photo of the module. What can you see? Yes, you can see two persons. Yes, they are talking about work, about jobs. And today we will start our module, Good Job. It talks about jobs. Not only that, it will provide us with good information about work. When you graduate from the university and want to join work, you have to get some information about work life. For example, you have to know how to express your qualifications, your interests, and even your problems with work. Okay, so today we will start with Module 3. We will start with Lesson 3A. Yes, turn over the page, page 34. Now, who can read the title of Lesson 3A? Who can read the title of Lesson 3A? Yes, I want someone to read the title of the lesson. Yes, you. Yes, need some cash. Yes, the title of the lesson is Need Some Cash. Okay, and our lesson today is a grammatical lesson. We will study the grammar part of the lesson. Okay, this is the grammar part of the lesson of today. Who can read the title of the grammar lesson? Yes, it's called negative questions. Negative questions. What do we mean by negative questions? And why do we use negative questions? These are the two parts of the grammatical lesson of today. These are the main two parts of the lesson of today. What do we mean with negative questions, and why do we use the negative questions? Part 1. What do we mean by negative questions? Negative questions mean adding the word not to the affirmative question to make it negative question. Mr. Alaa, can you show me an example to understand more? Yes, let's see this exercise or this example. When I say to you, do you like fish? This is an affirmative question. We haven't got any negative words. But if I wanted to change it into negative question, I say I replace do with don't. Do with don't. It becomes, don't you like fish? Look, the highlighted word don't. Now it's a negative question. So we use the word not with the affirmative question to change it into negative question. Part 2. Why do we use negative questions? Why do we use negative questions? We use negative questions for two main purposes. بنستخدم negative question لغرضين أو لسببين مهمين جدا. Let's see. Number one, to express surprise. To express surprise. For example, when we want to express surprise, Mr. Ala, for me, I am an Egyptian teacher of English. Yes, Mr. Ala is an Egyptian teacher of English. So he is from Egypt. However, he haven't been to the pyramids before. Yes, I haven't been to the pyramids before. Someone can ask me with great surprise saying, haven't you seen or haven't you been to the pyramids before? Haven't you been to the pyramids before? Look, we use haven't, not have. We use negative question to express surprise. مندهش. واحد مندهش اني انا Egyptian مصري ومع ذلك الى الان ما زرتش الاهرامات. الناس بتروح لها من all over the world، من كل انحاء العالم. فهو بيقول ايه؟ haven't you been to the pyramids before؟ مندهش جدا. يبقى ده الهدف الاول من استخدام negative questions. ايه الهدف الثاني؟ no. The second purpose is to expect the listener to agree with you. ان انت تقول حاجة للشخص قدامك كده وتتوقع ان الشخص ده هيوافقك في الحاجة دي او هيبقى ان رأيه من نفس رأيك. For example, when Saddam talks to Faris, he says to Faris that Hilal won the match yesterday and Hilal played well. So he will say to Faris, didn't we play well yesterday? يا فارس احنا ما لعبنا كويس امس. And he expects that Faris will be agree with him. هيتفق معاه في الرأي. Okay, these are the two main purposes we use negative questions to. Okay, now we have an exercise in page 35. Page 35, exercise 4A. Yes, practice. A. Read the situations and make negative questions. المفروض ان احنا هنقرأ المواقف دي مواقف وهنستخدم من خلالها negative questions. وطبعا احنا عارفين ان احنا هنستخدم negative questions to express surprise، يا اما يكون في surprise or we accept the listener will agree with us، او ان احنا هنقول رأينا ونتوقع ان الشخص اللي بيسمعنا هيتفق معنا في الرأي. Okay, situation 1. You are surprised that your brother doesn't know how to use a cash machine. What do you say? In this situation, I'll ask myself, is it for surprise or I expect the listener to agree with me? هل أنا بقول الكلام ده متوقع إن الشخص اللي قدامي مندهش أو أنا هكون مندهش، ولا أنا عايز الشخص اللي قدامي يتفق معايا في الرأي؟ أنا طبعا هو at the beginning of the sentence he says you are surprised. هو مسهلها عليا فبيقول لي أنت مندهش، فأكيد هيعبر عن السربرايز. So I can say, don't you know how to use the cash machine? Oh, we use don't. We use don't. Negative question. Negative question. Yes. Or can't you use cash machine? Can't you use a cash machine? And both of them we used the negative question. Okay, let's go to situation 2. You see a man who you think went to the same school as you. What do you say to him? For example, student Omar al-Mazrou in grade 1C. When I met him for the first time this year, I asked him if we meet before, and he told me yes, I have already taught him in another school. انا لما قابلت عمر المزروع اللي في اول ثالث في اول السنة، يعني زي ما بنقول كده شبهت عليه وسألته انا شفتك قبل كده، درستك قبل كده، ففعلا هو اتفق معايا في الرأي. هي دي نفس الفكرة، ان انت قابلت شخص في مدرسة قبل كده وبتسأله انت شفته ولا لا، فهتقول له ايه؟ so you can say didn't we go to the same school or didn't you go to the same school as me. In both sentences we used negative question. Here we use didn't and here we used didn't. Okay, now let's go to situation 3. Your best friend buys a new book but you are quite sure he has read it before. What do you say? تخيل كده ان you have a friend، انت عندك صديق وعنده كتاب ورايح يشتري كتاب، وانت متأكد ان هو يعني قرأ الكتاب ده قبل كده، فانت اكيد feel surprised. انت بتصرف فلوسك على ايه؟ فهتقول له ايه؟ you will express surprise. Haven't you read this book before? Haven't you read this book before? So we used the negative question, we used the word haven't. Haven't, have plus not haven't. Okay, that's all. I hope you understood the lesson. Have a nice time. Goodbye.